Aykan Erdemir, Senior Fellow at the Foundation for Defense of Democracies. Yes, I do congratulate Prime Minister Barzani in his new post, and I think this is an important landmark in also Middle East politics because we have seen the challenges to parliamentary democracy in the Middle East, and we have seen the obstacles coming from violent extremism and illiberalism. And in that very difficult geography, sustaining a parliamentary regime, but more importantly, sustaining minority rights, sustaining rule of law is very important. Not only as a model for representative democracy, but also as an alternative to violent extremists. If you want to defeat the Islamic State and Al-Qaeda and the like, we have to demonstrate that the ballot box is the way to go. Parliaments are the way to go. Democracy is the way to go. So I think Kurdistan regional government is a very important model for others to emulate. And also it was heartening for Turkish citizens to see that Turkish President Erdogan also then met with President Barzani in Istanbul because we have seen a downturn in Turkey's relations with the KRG in the aftermath of the referendum in Kurdistan. But now, in the run-up to Istanbul's rerun elections, we have seen Turkish President Erdogan reached out once again to KRG, to Barzani, and we have seen a positive trend of improvement in bilateral affairs, from political to diplomatic to economic to cultural. And I think this improvement in neighborly policies will also contribute to the peace and stability in the region. Ultimately, I think many of the challenges in the Middle East are cross-border, are transnational, and it's only if we have a transnational cooperation that we can begin to tackle those questions. So I think this was a right step in the right direction. Yes, many of the challenges now polities in the Middle East face are security-centered. We have seen the devastating effects of violent extremism, jihadism, and we have seen how representative democracy cannot survive in the absence of safety and security. And I think in that respect, Prime Minister Barzani's former portfolio should help him face some of those very security challenges, especially when we take into consideration the fact that violent extremism, although defeated in the form of the Islamic State, is still a challenge. We have seen different versions of violent extremism come back in the region. So again, I think a good grasp of the security portfolio would be a strong asset in countering those threats.